just fitting the laser projector on top of the fridge. I have to put the piece of wood underneath, just raise it up a little bit, and then another piece of wood at the back, just to get the angle tilt. And the port window, I got that schedule, I think, for make it a little bit, have someone make it a little bit wider than it is, because with the light angle from where the projector is going through the hole, theoretically, not theoretically, usually the projector, usually a projector lens would be a little bit longer. If the lens was longer on there, it would get nearer to the front of the glass. Therefore, it would, and given with the height, you know, and angles and such, it would look more central. It wouldn't have this bow effect, kind of like it's leaning forward sort of thing, because actually the projector is leaning, so therefore the light image is, even going down there, you can see it's slightly curved. I've tried the what do you call the keystone, and it doesn't quite straighten it out as much. So hole's got to be made a little bit wider. That's only a little glass picture frame, but the actual picture frame itself is a little bit wider. The wood MDF going on the inside, thus, you know, we're talking millimeters, because the light is, the angle and adjustments that got to be made are millimeters, and then when it gets down this far, it then calculates to inches. And then if you use the lens zoom adjustment, then you can make tiny fraction adjustments to get the screen, the image, you know, just so it's just in the frame of the where the black felt is going around, so it's just within. Don't want it too far out, otherwise, you know, some movies sometimes got very strange framing with some laser discs, DVD, Blu-rays, even 4Ks are not even blooming perfect, because they overscan the image by kind of zooming in slightly a fraction. Thus, it's like looking at this seat here, or for example, maybe looking at the screen there and then zooming in a little bit closer. Thus, you crop off the image. Yet they still got black bars top and bottom. Those are electronically put in there, sort of thing, you know. Those are electronic black bars. But then you crop off the image. Yeah, so hole's got to be made a little bit, you know, from there. It's got to be made maybe about that wide. And from height, it's got to be made maybe about that high. So yeah, it's not a problem. It has to be drilled with masonry. Go up, go in horizontally, and then go diagonally. Then you weaken the brick, and then you can go in there with chisel, the tools, and then just smoothing it and make it nice and evenish. And then put in some something inside it, so it won't collect dust, or, you know, it's dust free almost, even though there is still dust around in the room. Can't avoid that, so it's not a big deal. And of course, oh gosh, I think I've got some acrylic plastic. I can't remember. I brought so many things, I can't even remember where I put them. I think one might have been an acrylic reflective mirror sort of thing, but you could get acrylic plastic or such, and then make a picture frame out of some wood or whatever. It doesn't have to be fancy, just as long as, you know, it looks okay. Put it in place. That's it. Job done. Simple thing. Don't have to make it into a huge thing. Oh my god, my cat magic. The bear's just got behind that projection. I don't believe it. Yeah, I just had to get my cat bear out behind the projection screen. I've got to get that void sorted. Oh, my cat's got their food again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this bloody fucking hell. See, the screen can only come down very easy. I've got to have some sort of wood. Probably get a friend so he can build something very simple. Probably less than an hour. Some sort of wood that's got to go in place at a specific position, and then screw something in, or have something as simple as just something Velcro. So another piece of wood so something fits in place, so to speak. Yeah. Also, just keep the screen back a little bit, so it'd be, just have a piece of wood going up in, and then just another bit just screwed in, and then just fit the wood in, so it just goes up to, maybe pushes in a little bit, so it's up to here, or it can come up to there. Doesn't matter, doesn't really matter, as long as it could be easily pulled out of position if I had to go behind the screen, and then I move the screen forward up to about here, and I'll tilt it over a little bit up to about just where that JBL is, up to there, as far as it would go down there. Now it's just enough room just to go behind the screen, just to do minor adjustments. If I had to do anything major, I've got to take the whole screen down, I've got to shuffle it around, wiggle it and so forth, and get it down so it's laying down the side of the room here. What a palaver, really. But my little bear, he just out. He's trying it again. He's a naughty cat. He seriously, he is an intelligent cat, and he knows he does it to wind me up. So if you think a cat has got, all these, they got a character, they got personality, they got a soul, and it can be very annoying, like a child. He cannot go behind that screen. No one except myself is authorized to go behind that screen. There's a lot of things that he could get injured, or he can cause a disruption. I got to go, and I'll have another bloody injury. I already had a 50 fat fucking pound JBL HF horn land on my head, cracked my head mildly with blood everywhere, and I collapsed on the floor. This was months ago because he was chewing on some cable. He had disrupted, and I had to go and fix it. And in the process, freaking 50 pound JBL professional compression driver landed on my head, and that is a very, very, very heavy object to land on your head. Doctor said fortunately there was no serious damage, but that doesn't mean I could get bruising months later, or whatever. I mean, at the time when it was, I was bleeding badly, and I just, within less than a minute or so, realised it's how serious, and I just struggled to get the phone, which I think was laying over here somewhere, and I was laying on the floor over there bleeding because of that little beast. And then he tried, I think a month or so later, he tried to electrocute me. Knocks a whole water thing on the floor that's a little miniature USB fan. You put water in it for the cooling. And that's near the bed. He knocks it totally off onto the plugs, water all over the electrics. He tried to electrocute me. It's like if I look under his fur, I would see 999 lives of spawn of Satan, not 666, 999. 9 lives, cat 9 lives, 999. I might humorise it and think it's hilariously funny, but he's a little monster, that kitty. He winds up magic for no purpose. He not play fighting. Do you, bear? Okay, he's just down there in the shadow. You see his ears. I can't turn the light on for the camera. Anyway, so I've got to do that adjustment probably soon. I should have did this from day one when I did the hole years ago. I should have made it wider, very wider, not too wide, but should have made it a little bit bigger. It's just a laser disc menu thing.